Hi everybody, how are you? How you doing? I hope everybody have an awesome Friday. Today is Friday and it's time to Rip into Sex Around the World with Heidi Lopez. And like always, I have a special guest with me. And all the time, every Friday, I have different guests, different business partners from this awesome digital business that I do. And obviously today is not exception. I have with me Talia. I'm so sorry, Talia Atwood Sam. She's with me today. She's from Alberta, Canada. She's a mother of three kids. She's a stay-home mom right now, and she is a foster parent too. And that is incredible because not everybody, can do that. And I feel so great and blessed that she can, she's able to be a foster parent because there's a lot of children out there they need love. But anyway, I mean, she's been working in the child care programs for the special needs children, and that's another awesome point with her because that means that she's an incredible woman, she's an incredible mother, she's an incredible foster parent, and it's my pleasure to have her right here. And she's been in the business for 2 years, and like, I mean, I feel so happy and grateful to just have her right here with me because she gave me this opportunity. But let me bring her in, then you guys can say hi to her. Give me a second, guys. Hi, Talia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm just, like excited to have this interview with you, to know more about you and your story about this business. How you start right here. I mean, like, it's amazing. The way that you are. I really love it. I really appreciate that you are a foster parent because, like I said, there's a lot of children out there. They need so much love. They need somebody, they hold their hands, and you are an awesome person doing that.
Well, thank you so much. It's really been a big blessing to us too. Um, it's hard. It's definitely hard. There's a lot of the stories that you hear about these kids that it'll break your heart sometimes what they've been through in their lives. But you know what? It's worth every second of it. It's worth all the heartbreak because they are some pretty special kids, and we've been very blessed to have them in our life. So.
And you know what? That's incredible. That's you know what? That's I for me, I feel like a guy you, like on the right way, on the right path, because with this business, I mean, like, you just can help a lot of those kids. And
Yeah.
it's like it's I just love it. I just love it. So I have a question for you. And by first of all, I started, just tell us a little bit more about you. I say a little bit about you, but I mean, like, for our followers to know more.
Sure. Well, some other things about me. I love to play the ukulele. I actually learned the ukulele while we were kind of in quarantine. It was like my quarantine coping mechanism, and it actually was pretty interesting because I learned it, and I had the confidence to learn it because this online business that I work, which is pretty cool. Because before then, I would have been crying just talking to you here because I was so nervous to talk to people. Every time I talked about my story or my kids, I would just cry all the time. And I have this confidence that has built up in myself over the last 2 years that really has been a game changer for me. So I love to play the ukulele. I do it all the time. And yeah, I have a big family myself. I'm one of 6 kids, and my husband is one of 8. So we have a lot of family. And it's actually my daughter's birthday this weekend and my son's birthday next weekend. So we have some birthday weekends coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So
Wow, you're busy, my God. So many birthdays. You know what? And actually, it's gonna come. My birthday is coming too, so it's gonna be tomorrow.
nice.
So, and it's gonna be my daughter, one of my daughters too. So, like, I don't know, like, always June, it feels like it's a lot of people, coming with birthdays. I don't know why, but it's always like that, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Oh,
we
she's
have.
one of my daughters. Say hi, Mama.
Hello.
She's one of
Hi.
my business partners, and we're on a live right now. So that's incredible, you guys. I mean, like I always say, we are real people, just doing this business, real moms, working from home, and it's a pleasure for us, like a parents, like be able to do this right here at home, and not dealing with traffic, not dealing with alarm clocks, not dealing with buses, with the schedules, and like it's something amazing when you own your own business. And obviously, when this business is so flexible that you just can do it anywhere. And
Yeah,
I love this business, and obviously I know you love it too, Talia.
I do. I do. I have a very special place and a lot of gratitude in myself and in my heart for even just coming across this, because I wasn't even looking for it. It wasn't even on my radar to be looking to run my own business. But it just kind of fell into my lap. I had a couple other family members that started working online, and I kind of just went, well, what are you doing? Like, I don't like being left behind. So I kind of had to check it out, even though I wasn't looking for it. And I just went, wow, this is like, it's not something I was looking for, but I can't miss out on this opportunity, because I know I'll be myself later on when I don't do this. So
My God, that's you know what? I kind of start the same way that you do, because I mean, like a mothers, we always look for something, but never. At least I never imagined, I can be able to work online. I look for business like this, before, but I never thought I can do it because in the other business, I don't have the same help, the same opportunity that I have in this one. And but at this one is I love it, and I'm grateful to be here too. And are you imagine yourself before that you wanna be able to do this, that you're gonna be, providing for your family online?
I never would have imagined it, to be honest with you. I mean, we were always looking for side jobs or extra things to make a little bit of extra. And especially because like we're working toward adopting our foster son right now, and that's expensive. And so we're always looking for other ways to make a little bit of extra. But I never thought that I'd be able to help provide for my family in such a way that this business allows me to. I had no idea that was even possible for someone like me, because I'm not a super, like, I understand technology well enough, but I'm not like a super techie person. um and I wasn't always, like, I'm not on the internet all the time. I don't just sit on it all day long. And so I never would have thought that a couple hours here and there for somebody who's not tech savvy, and you could have a business running, right? So, which is pretty fabulous to me. I never.
Yeah, you know what? And this is the beauty of this business, because like we have a system that works 24/7. So like you say, you never know you can do it, but it's this training, this program is so easy to do. The training is the best training we can have, because anybody can do it. We don't have to be computer savvy, because I was not even computer savvy either. I don't even know so much about computers. And now I know so much things, about marketing. And you know what was the best thing? They make you grow so much like a person. They make you grow so much like a professional. Like right now, my husband sometimes tell me, you know what, Heidi, the things that you do sometimes is like, I never thought you can do this stuff. And like, and you keep doing it, you keep working, and it's something that we're learning in this business. And
Yeah,
obviously we're not paying nothing for this,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is incredible. So why was you why to start this business? Why you say, you know what, I want to start it because this.
It has evolved over time, but back when I first started it, my huge why was my kids. And I know that's an answer a lot of people have for working online. But like I mentioned, we're working on adopting our foster son, and the adoption process is so expensive. And so my mind has always been going. I mean, we've been working on this adoption for, he's almost 4 years old now, and so we've been going through this process for a long time. So I've had a lot of time to think about it, and really, like, it's so expensive, and I just thought, how am I going to be able to afford this? And then, like I had said, those family members had come across this, and actually my mom was one of them, and she knew kind of what I was going through, my internal struggles, thinking how, like, I know this has to happen, but I just don't understand how. And so she came to me and she said, you know, I was going to wait till I learned a little bit more about what I'm doing. But I don't want to wait, because I don't want you to say 6 months down the road or a year down the road, why didn't you tell me about this sooner? And so when my mom told me that, I said, okay, well, I better look at this. And as soon as I looked into it and I learned a little bit about how working online looks, I was sold. I have had no doubts since that. The last 2 years have just been go, go, go for me. And my why has been my kids. I'm building a business that I can hand down to my kids when I'm not there someday. I mean, they can enjoy it with me while I'm here too, but the reality is everybody gets to that point where your parents aren't here anymore, and I would love to be able to continue to take care of my kids at that point too. And so that's another huge another part about it that attracted me to it, was that I can give this to my kids, right? And it can become theirs, and it can provide for them for the rest of their life too. So.
And you know what? That's one of the best things about this business too, that attract me when I see them, because like you say, we can just heritage to our kids, you know, like we are, you know, making legacy grow in this business, and obviously we grow in a better future for them, and like our parents, and it's, you know, like something we looking for, and it's a lot of parents too, they're looking for something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you say, you know, you were not tech savvy, and obviously you have 2 years already in the business, and that's incredible too. But the training it was, you know, how you see the training? Do you think the training it was easy? Do you think the training for you it was easy? It was hard, or it was something like you say, oh wow, I can do this?
You know what, that it honestly is one of my favorite parts. I remember when I first got my training, I started going through it, and I remember every step I took, I would go through the next module, the next step in my training to get things up and running, and I would finish it, and I would go, holy smokes, I just did that. Like, I just created this next thing, or whatever the step was, and I just kept, at the end of it, it took me about 2 weeks, 2 years ago, to get everything kind of set up and running. And I remember at the end of those 2 weeks, I was like, I mean, I feel powerful, like that's pretty cool. I just did that, right? And now 2 years later, I'm actually on the committee that updates this training site all the time. And I see the other end of it. I see this back end that does all this updating and keeping it current. And it is so much even better than when I started. Like it blows my mind all the time. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and you know what? The training is really good, and I love what you guys do. I love what you do right there, because you guys, let me tell you, she's one of the main heads, and the training updatings every day, and they're doing an awesome job, and she's doing so good in her business, and I mean, like, she's an incredible woman. I feel so happy to have her right here, you know, because she's an example for all of us, you know, not just to, you know, stay home and not do anything, you know, like just keep going, keep working, because obviously this is a real business, it's a legit business, and we had to work, we had to hustle every day, we had to show up in our business, and it doesn't matter if you have, you know, so many kids. I have 5 kids, and I don't know how many, I know you had 3 kids, plus the foster ones that you have. So look at us, you guys, like we do our business, we take care of our family, we take care of our husbands. Of course, we have time for us and everything it is. Oh, and we are business owners of digital business. That is an awesome, and obviously we love it because we can do everything, and that's an interrupt in our lives, like a mothers, like a wives, and whatever we do in our lives, and it's something that we love about this business. But
Yeah.
what you can say, Talia, to somebody, or somebody, I know you get those messages too, because I get a lot of messages of those when people write and say, Talia, I don't know if this is the right business. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if this is a scam or this is a pyramid, or I had to sell. I had to buy something. I mean, like, I had to have inventory. I had to talk to people. Like, what do you say to that people? Because
You know,
it's always people
there's
that have
always
skepticism.
there's always 1,000 questions, and I feel like most of the time, people have 1,000 questions, but they oftentimes don't listen to the simplest answer that's given to them, right? And honestly, the simplest answer is when there's a free workshop that is presented to people and you say, hey, I have a free workshop and it's 90 minutes long and it will walk you through everything you need to know to make that informed decision, right? And oftentimes I have people tell me, well, I don't have 90 minutes. Tell me in 2 seconds. And I say, you can't make an informed decision with me telling you in 2 seconds. And so if you have the 90 minutes, then you've just told me right now that this business is not for you. Right?
Yeah,
So,
and it's totally true, because like you have to have time to be on the business, on the, like you say, and the 90 minutes free webinar for anybody. Like, you had to have time to be on your business, and obviously take care in your business page, and be there for answer all the questions from people they're gonna they want to start the business with you.
Yeah, and you know what? You don't have to have tons of time, because a lot of people start working online so they can create that time freedom, right? But if you don't have, I would tell a lot of people an hour a day. If you can take an hour a day to work online, you can be successful in this. You can find success, learn, you can go through that training, you can develop yourself, and in developing yourself, you develop your business, right? But when people approach me, and I've had a lot of people say, I don't have time to watch that. And I just say, you know what, then no hard feelings. Like, I don't mind at all. But if you want answers, the best, most informed place to get them is by watching that workshop. And how awesome is it that it's free? You can go and be informed. And then if it's not after that, then you go your own way. No hard feelings or anything. So that's what I often tell people, is take a chance on yourself and learn something new. And then when you learn it, you'll be able to move forward with new steps and hopefully make great choices for yourself, right?
Yeah, that is correct. So, I mean, like, obviously, you guys, like, we always have time for everything, and to think about a better future for us, a better future for our family. I mean, like, why not, take a leap of faith, and look for something that is gonna work. Look for something that is working for so many people. For, like, right now, I think we're 87 already thousand members in this community, and the business is working for all of us. Is still working for each of us, and we are never by ourselves, because we have mentors and coaches always supporting us in any question we have. And like Talia, you're a mentor, you're a coach, you have your team, and like, how you manage your time with all this? How are you doing?
You know what? I think I don't believe that you have to have perfect balance, because I'm not somebody that has perfect balance, right? But I do believe that you just have to prioritize for the day. right?
Mm.
When you wake up in the morning and you know that you need to get a little bit of work done, then you put it as a top priority. And so my business and my kids, they're always my top priority. That was my 3-year-old. He's not supposed to be on camera because he's my foster son. So that's why I was kind of holding him over here, just so everybody knows why I was doing that. But I think a huge part of it is just prioritizing. If you know that you're feeling a little bit of burnout, maybe you've been working too hard, then you know that when you wake up that morning, maybe your priority needs to be some self-care, right? And so I think that's a big part is, I heard an analogy recently. If you think of like when you think of a circus and you see those guys spinning all those plates, right, on the sticks, they don't try and spin them all at the same time with their hands. You know, they'll see one slowing down and they'll spin that plate and keep it balancing, and then they'll work on another one, and then they'll work on another one. And that totally applies to our life, right? If you feel like you need self-care, then that's the plate you need to spin. And if you feel like your children need some mommy and me time, then that's the plate you need to spin, right? And that's how I approach my business and my life, is when I feel like I try and give everything a little bit all the time, but when I feel like something is lacking, something needs a little bit more attention, then I will focus the attention there, right? And that's kind of how I find my happy medium, because there's never full balance. You never feel completely all like everything's perfect, but you can feel, you know, at least some peace when you just focus on the things that need the focus the most. So that's what I do. I have a busy team and I have busy kids, and I homeschool too. On top of that, I've homeschooled for 5 years. But I just, whichever thing needs the attention is what I give it. And everything gets a little bit every day, but some days, some things get a little more.
Yeah, you know what? That happens to me too. So, and the example that you just gave about the plates, you know, is a really good example, because I mean, like, we are humans, we are moms, you know, with busy schedules, and you know, we balance everything. Like you say, depends which one, you know, needs more work. Maybe our kids need us right now. Maybe the business need us right now. And that's what I do too in my business. Yes, you know, manage my business, and the times they are better for me. And you know, if it's in the afternoon, in the morning, maybe at night, that depends on you. That depends on us. How we gonna manage our business? How we gonna do it? Where you wanna work? You know, like because we can work anywhere, and it's one of the pleasures to be entrepreneur and have your own business, right? Exactly. It's what I tell them all the time too. The phone is the most precious thing we have, because we work more. I work on my phone most all the time than my laptop.
Yeah, me
right?
too. Yeah.
And that's one incredible thing that we can do all the time in those little phones. And you know, the world is changing to the digital work. Everything is moving. We buy, you know, like groceries on internet. We do everything on internet. You know, a lot of big companies, they're moving already. So just, you know, why we gonna stay behind when we can do, you know, this move already?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
That is incredible. I don't want to make it too long, because I know you're busy. I know you're really busy. So I'm gonna ask you like 2 more questions.
Absolutely.
Do you think it's worth it for people that want to start this business to just go and take 90 minutes of their time to be on the live free webinar?
Oh yeah. You know what? If if you're looking for change, if you're looking for something different or more, or whatever it is you're looking for, you have to be willing to take a step outside of your comfort zone, right? Because change does not happen inside your comfort zone. It can't, right? It's the same thing with getting healthy, working out, or learning something new. You have to push those boundaries. Muscles only grow when they're stretched, you know, and so I absolutely think it's worth it. It is 100% worth it to watch that workshop and learn something new, because you just don't know how much you're going to grow until you learn, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. And we all start exactly the same, you guys. We start just, in that live awesome webinar where they showed us and prepare us, for this business and where you can see if it's something for you or not. So when I started, I love it. I love the webinar, and I just started right away because, I see the potential of the business. And Talia, that this business have a lot of potential and the sky is the limit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're not saying, let me clarify, we're not saying that you guys that we're gonna come billionaires so in 6 months and 3 months, but you had to work in the business. We had to work every day, and everything is possible as soon as you really want it. So let me ask you the last question. How you see yourself in 5 years from now?
I have a lot of big plans for the next 5 years. But what my family is working towards is actually because we homeschool full time, we're working towards world schooling. And world schooling is where we take our homeschool on the road, right? And we go and explore the world as we do our homeschooling. And in order to do that, you have to be financially stable so that if you say, hey, I'm going to go to Mexico or I'm going to go to Paris for a month, you need to be able to financially support yourself and your family and still pay the bills back home, wherever home is, right? And so that's a huge part of the next 5 years is creating this online business so that I can take my family and we can do a little bit of exploring around the world with our homeschooling. So that's a big part of that. And then we're going to be looking towards buying a bigger home for our family. Right now, we're still in the starter home that we bought about 7 years ago, and it's a beautiful home, and we love it, but we're ready for something bigger. So in the next 5 years, there's a lot of big plans happening in the next 5 years, and we're pretty excited about it.
Sorry, my girls were screaming on the back.
That's okay. You know what? We have kids and that.
I'm sorry, you guys. I mean, this is real, real life, mother of 5, with my kids in the back, and my interview and working at this time. Everything is possible.
Don't worry about it. You know what? Our kids are the reason that we do this, and so when they're around, that's just part of it.
It's a bless. You know what? And I love, obviously, we need to be, silence right here when we have an interview, but I love when I have my kids in the back. Then they can see people that, like we are totally real, totally mothers, working in this space and that is growing so much. And I feel so, like, wow, that's amazing. So what do you think about our community, Talia?
You know what? I have found some of my favorite friends in the whole world in the last 2 years because it's a community filled with people who are willing to make changes, right? It's a community filled with people who are not scared to step outside their comfort zone. And when you get a whole bunch of people like that together in one space and they amazing things happen, let me tell you, because you don't have a whole bunch of people who are sitting around waiting for other people to make changes. You have a whole community filled with people who are like, let me at it. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to make some noise and everybody's going to watch it happen. And you get a group of people like that together and like fireworks happen because it's a beautiful thing. And every single day I meet new people still all over the world. One of my very good friends now, she lives in Dubai and I plan on going to meet her now because what a beautiful thing it is to meet people who want to make a difference and you just become friends, right? So I love it. The community I have a lot of favorite parts, but it's another one of my favorites.
And that's amazing, because like you say, friends and business partners from all over the world. This business is worldwide, and it never stops, and it's keep growing and growing, and it's why we are so grateful, and it's why we is still here working in our dreams. They for sure they're coming pretty soon, possible for all of us, and I just love it. Well, Talia, it was a pleasure to have you right here. I love that you give me the chance to interview you, to hear everything that you have to say, and obviously my followers love it too, and it's a lot of people that are so happy because I have you right here. Let me see, because I have these questions. I have other people saying hi right here. There's a lot of people saying hi. How you
Everyone.
doing? Yeah, a lot of business partners are here sharing with us, and I mean, like, we're just happy to have you guys right here. We are happy and grateful because you guys have the time, just to be here. What we had to say about this business, about our journey. And obviously, we love to share and educate you guys about this digital business, about our community. And it's going to be just you guys' decision if you guys want to start and change your future. So we are here to mentor you, to help you in anything and any question you guys have. So feel free just to send a message and say, you know what, Talia, Heidi, answer me this question. So, do you want to give us you website, Talia?
Sure. Do you want me to? My website is my name, so it's actually right here. www.taliazemp.com. So
Perfect. So you guys hear it. So if you guys, want to questions or anything, feel free, check it out. And thank you, Talia, for being here. Happy Friday. Enjoy it. Enjoy it with your kids. And I'll see
you
you
too.
next time. And of course, I'll see you around in this business.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Have a great, blessed Friday. I'm going to enjoy it for sure with my 5 kids. So see you later. Take care. Have a blessed Sunday. Friday. See? I don't even know what day I live because my life is so nice now. Thank you, Talia. See you later. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.